Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but there's been a lot going on, but kind of not a lot at the same time. I kind of stopped doing the 3 videos a week once the coronavirus kind of picked up and quarantine started. It's actually the perfect time to film videos, but I just had so much on my mind and so many projects that I wanted to work on and accomplish, and I ended up accomplishing them, which is great. But now we're kind of back into a quarantine again, and I just want to show you kind of a day in the life video, what it's kind of been like for me training. Just a couple weeks ago, they opened up restaurants and bars and everything in LA, so I ended up traveling down to San Diego for my birthday weekend and staying in the Catamaran Resort and Hotel as the first hotel I've stayed in since British Columbia back in early March. So I was really thrilled to be able to get out there and just start traveling again, but that quickly kind of shut down because the cases started picking up over here, and so they ended up closing restaurants and bars again. But it was great to have a nice little getaway and celebrate my 31st birthday with some friends down in San Diego. I also want to show you a little bit of my training, what I've been doing since the pools have been closed up until last week. I've been going into either the ocean or kind of this peninsula down in Long Beach, and so I wanted to take you with me for a little bit of swim training, also a little bit of a bike ride around the area. Ended up getting a treadmill, so I canceled my gym membership. Figured I don't need it because I have everything I need to train with at home here, so the only thing I was really missing was a treadmill. I like having that so that I can kind of do sprint training and interval training and control my incline and also the environment. Still, it's really kind of, you have to run outside with a mask on, and that can be really tough to do breathing wise, so I thought this treadmill would be a really good investment for that purpose, and it has been. I've been using it quite a bit. I also have a lot of at-home gym equipment and really everything that I need. Dumbbells have been on back order for a while. I ended up ordering dumbbells off Walmart.com. It's the only place I could find them for reasonably priced, and they're going to be arriving next month. Really excited for those, and then I'll have my complete home gym finished, so I'll share that with you guys once it's all complete. Literally my go-to. Whole zucchini, about 1/4 of a cup of sweet potato, chickpeas, mushrooms, and peppers. And then I usually pour coconut aminos in here, but I use Worcester sauce instead. I also put some garlic powder, some chili lime salt, the squeeze of 3 lemons, and some pepper. I'll add a little bit of water to this, and then I'm going to add some spinach and toss it in a little bit of microgreens, some cucumber, and a little bit of hummus, and that's going to go in this bowl. That's what I'm going to eat today. It's going to be my main meal, essentially. Alright, so I have everything here. I have my suitcase in the car, and I'm just going to head over. So I guess I will see you guys in the car or somewhere around there. So Catamaran Resort and Spa was about 2 hours south of Los Angeles in Mission Bay and San Diego. And I gotta say that I was so excited to be here. It is a really, really gorgeous hotel. I was in the executive suite. They really decided to treat me, and I'm so grateful for that. It was so nice to have my friends and just relax and enjoy the beauty of the resort. It was kind of like a jungle, which I really loved. I didn't even feel like I was in San Diego. More felt like I was just in like Costa Rica or something. The food was really delicious at Oceana Restaurant. And honestly, the gym was super cool too. The spa wasn't open while I was there yet because of COVID, but the gym was really cool, and it was kind of indoor, outdoor, which I really appreciated. This is my first time going to the gym since the coronavirus broke out, so I was really happy to have this opportunity to go there. And there was a really beautiful boardwalk all around the hotel that was just so awesome to go for my morning walks in. So I had a really great time. So grateful to be hosted there. One thing I've been really getting into is land development. My dad is a land developer, and it's something that really never interested me at all until I've kind of had my fill of like the creative stuff and the social media stuff. After my expedition, I ended up kind of falling into, you know, the influencer speaking engagements and kind of making a career for myself from my own brand, but it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to make out of that expedition around the world. Something I've been getting into is land development, and it just, I don't know why I like it. It runs in the family, but it gets me outside and in nature and where I'm not in the forefront of anything. It's just my knowledge that I put into the study of the land in order to develop and put a house on it or put a building on it and really see it grow and see the value of that. And it takes time. And I think ever since I turned 30, I've recognized that time does exist. Life isn't just needing to get something done immediately. I've always seen life being that way, where you kind of have to get it done quickly in order to move forward. As you get older, older, as you get like to 30, you start seeing that, okay, there's a bigger picture here. Maybe it's okay to slow down a little bit and take your time building something. So that is kind of what I'm looking at with land development. It's not going to be my complete career, but it is more of a side hustle among many other things that I'm doing as well with my career. So with that said, this part of the vlog is focusing on a couple properties that I decided to go look at when I was down in San Diego for my birthday weekend. I decided to take a look at them on my own instead of with a realtor. And it is sometimes better to go with a realtor, but with land, it's not like a house. You don't need a key or anything. You just kind of look at it and based on the blueprints that they may or may not provide in the listing. So this might not be of interest to you, but I thought I'd just take you along with me and just show you what it's like to look at a piece of land. If you're not interested in this sort of stuff, like let me know in the comments, and I might not share my journey of land development with you guys, but maybe some of you are interested. Either way, let me know in the comments below if you are or if you're not. And also let me know what kind of stuff you want to see from me. I keep asking you guys that, but I know I have a lot to offer when it comes to travel and Ironman training. Those are really my two specialties, but maybe you want to see some skincare videos or some makeup, or maybe there's just some other different kind of stuff that you want to see, and maybe I actually do those things on a daily basis. I wear many hats, so give it to me, and if I incorporate that into my daily life, then I'd love to share it with you. Anyways, that's that, so let's get going. So I've arrived at the piece of land here in La Jolla, and I'm learning all of this as I go, but one thing you really kind of have to look at is the surrounding neighborhood. I feel like that goes without saying, but you just want to look at the prices of the houses in the area. That will determine how much this piece of land will be valued at once the property is built on it. This piece of land is $1.8 million. It is on Romero Drive, and it's been on Zillow for 477 days, which means there's probably something wrong with it. Sitting here right now, it looks like there might be some issues with cutting down the trees. A 15,000 foot square lot. The good thing is I do not think it can be built next to, because it looks like there's a golf course right here and there cannot be any building. It's at the very end of the cul-de-sac of Romero Drive. It's situated among multi-million-dollar homes. You can see the Pacific Ocean. The country club is to the left, natural open space. Yeah, so this is all that it says. It's pretty vague. I'm sure there's more in the MLS, but I can't get on that yet. It's a 0.25 acre lot, so let's take a look at it. All right, so this is the end of Romero Drive, sort of the golf area over there. There's a house up here, and then there's a house right here to the left. Well, they said it starts at the fire hydrant, which is right there. All right, so this is a lot here. It looks like it's a cloudy day today, but that is the Pacific Ocean. So it has a pretty good view of the ocean, but this is a really steep slope, and I'm guessing that's why it hasn't sold. Gorgeous wooded area. Let's walk over here and just see this. If this is one of the views, here's an issue, is that you can see the kind of that green and white thing there, and then the lights right there. So that's kind of subpar, but you have a gorgeous ocean view right here. I'm sure the sunsets would be great from this angle. Also, these trees are really, really pretty. It's in a gorge, which also might be a flood zone, depending, landslide zone. I'm not really sure the zoning over here in La Jolla. I'm more familiar with Malibu and Topanga right now. Pretty sure it hasn't sold in over a year because of this steep slope. That's my guess. And also, some of these trees just can't be cut down. There also might be some more noise over there depending on when they have the golf stuff going on. That's also not a subpar view to the left. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing so far. Again, I don't know. There's a lot I don't know about it. So I'd have to kind of meet with someone to discuss more the details about the piece of property. We're gonna just look at it, even if it's not perfect, or if you really love it, there might be a problem. And it's all about kind of learning the whole process when it comes to land development, becoming more knowledgeable with each site you see. You might notice something that you didn't before, find questions that you want to ask the property manager. It just really depends. Say that the houses around here, just looking at them, look a little outdated and don't look like they might be worth as much as what you would hope to sell with a piece of property on that lot. And if you're buying a $1.8 million lot, you know, it's gonna cost around like $2 million for the house, so you're at 3.8, you want to sell maybe for at least 5, let's just say 5 mil. And I'm gonna have to look at and that's just baseline, like for my basic knowledge, what I'm thinking. You kind of have to look at the properties in the area and see what they are selling for. So as I'm editing this video, I'm gonna go ahead and look and see what these properties are worth, and I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. I've just arrived at the second lot. This one is a $2.3 million lot. It is 0.93 acres. It's in an area that I would say is about middle class over here for Del Mar. I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm guessing just by looking around. Okay, so in editing this video, I wanted to look up the median income for Del Mar, and it looks like it's much higher than the national average, $110,000 per household. The median home is $2.5 million, so I was kind of right with it being kind of the middle class is like $2.5 million for a home. But I also want to research the wealthier areas of Del Mar, and it looks like it's a Del Mar Heights. So first of all, look at the homes in this area. They're all around $2-3 million. So I was right when I said that this was kind of more the middle class area of Del Mar. Now these are very expensive homes, but considering Del Mar, it's pretty average. And if we go over to the Del Mar Heights near Torrey Pines, you can see there's a significant spike in the home prices. So $4 million all the way up to $25 million. And then over here in the more suburban areas, they're a little bit below average for Del Mar here at $1.3 million. So it's always good to do your research and figure out which areas are the wealthiest and the lower end, and then in the middle, so you can really get a good baseline for the pieces of land that you're looking at in order to build. This has been on the market for 31 days. It's a 40,000 square foot elevated view lot, offers a blank canvas to accommodate various designs and the ability to include a separate accessory dwelling unit. So that's really good because that means that you can host it as an Airbnb. Typically that's tough to do in Southern California. There's a lot of rules and regulations with regards to another dwelling unit to use for an Airbnb or an in-law house or whatnot. So that's a good sign. It's a 14,300 square foot level building pad that features 76 feet of unobstructed bluff frontage canyon views and can accommodate up to 5,000 square foot above ground plus potential square footage throughout. So it looks really nice. It hasn't been on the market for that long, which is a good sign. It's really close to the shopping center, close to Starbucks, close to the highway as well, which is important, especially if you have to commute or whatnot. And this street that it's on is fairly flat, which is kind of nice for going for walks. You don't find that really around here, especially going up into the mountains. It tends to be pretty winding and like very hilly, so to go for a walk or a bike ride or a stroll isn't really as ideal, but let's go check out the lot. The one thing I'm noticing immediately is this is a really nice, flat, ready to build piece of land. The road is a quiet street. You have some power lines up here. Looks like it has power. I would have to find out if it has sewage and propane and all of that. I'm not sure. These trees right here, if this is all included over here or if this is part of the other lot or if these are two separate lots looking to be sold. If you have a realtor show you the property, you can ask these sort of questions. Looks like it goes all the way up here. It's fairly quiet. You have a nice tree right there. You have some mountainish kind of views over here. These are the neighbors over here. You can see the highway right here, and you can hear it. That's not a good sign. That's something you don't want. Again, it depends what your budget is and what you're building, but that is definitely not a good sign. If you want to sit outside and relax, you realize that the highway is right there and that's what you're looking at. But you do have some mountains in the distance. On a clear day, it looks like you could see pretty far into the distance some nice mountain views, some nice lush greenery over here. Yeah, I'd have to do a little bit more research on this property, but the fact that it's flat and it already almost looks like it has kind of a foundation built right here. I'm not sure if this foundation area is where the house would go. They typically have regulations as to where you can place the house based on the grounds, based on the geology, the area, and so that's all really important. But I would say that this piece has some potential for sure. It's just that highway. Not for me, but I'm not looking to build for me right now. I am, but not in this very moment. All right, I'm gonna head back and catch you guys later. Literally just up the road from that place, just looked at, not even a minute drive, you have some really nice homes that look pretty expensive. This whole road really, I mean, looks beautifully landscaped and some really nice homes. All right guys, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog, and let me know if you like these kind of vlog style videos. Be sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to see more videos, of course, and otherwise I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Aphrodite, Bender's cut, Osteonesis, Hera, Hermes,